Hello everyone, welcome back to part 2 of this replay between Tarson and the Little One here on Steps of War. So, double Vikings being trained up, a single Banshee in the air, already have a couple missile turrets up as well. So those missile turrets going to be a little bit of a deterrent to push away those Mutalisks. Mutalisks now moving on over to perhaps to do some harassment, and now one missile turret able to get one round of missile boats towards those Mutalisks. So Missile is taking some damage, and now those Vikings trying to perhaps move in, trying to do a little bit of a hit and run. Those Mutalisks trying to also come in and do some damage as well. Those Vikings doing a very good job, almost able to take down one of those Mutalisks down to 4 hit points. SCV should probably start trying to repair some of these Vikings as well, as more Vikings are still being trained up. So army of 2 Vikings, gonna have 2 additional Vikings join them shortly, has 2 Banshees in there to try to even out this fight. Expansion wise, TLO sitting on 24 harvesters versus Tarson's 30, so Tarson has the economic advantage. Overseer now moving out in the air, about 14 roaches gathering together, perhaps to try to eventually move on out. We should probably see some, what I would assume is some creep tumors shortly, as the queens are now coming in. Oh, very nice. Banshees coming in, Marines and Marauders. So these roaches are going to have a very, very difficult time, as there's already Banshees in the air. And also Vikings joining in on this ground fight, able to take down a lot of these roaches. Roaches getting taken down, a lot of those roaches getting taken down in transition. How is it going to work those? As there's now going to be a large roach army sitting here. And wow, this is probably a poor miscalculation coming in from Tarson. Tarson not realizing the amount of damage that those roaches can do. He's trying to take down TLO's hatchery, and that really is not going to be enough. Those Vikings now going to need to jump into that air mode momentarily and start fighting back against the rest of those Mutalisks. So 1 Mutalisk down, 2 Mutalisks down, and now a 3rd Mutalisk finally getting taken down, as there's one of those Vikings taken down by those Vikings, or sorry, by that Queen. Single Banshee in the air now, trying to fend off a large number of roaches. Half a dozen roaches sitting in that base. Tarson not moving out with that Banshee. Banshee has an almost maximum hit points, or maximum energy, no cloak research. And so these roaches just taking that damage very easily. Tarson sitting on 0 harvesters most likely, or sitting on 1 or 2 harvesters. Roaches able to come in and dish out that damage. That was a poor play, but not destroying or not sending back some Banshees in order to deal with this attack. The Banshees could have just mopped the floor with these roaches as they were coming in, and those Vikings could have made short work of the expansion by coming into that ground mode. So now we see that Tarson is forced to deal with all of these roaches that are still in this base, not building another supply depot on this front door, and now doesn't have any additional minerals either. Vikings jumping into the air to try to finish off the rest here. SCV being trained up. Banshees coming into only a single Banshee now left, and a single siege tank. SCV running for its life. It's an armored and biological unit, so I guess it's a mechanical and a biological life form. Down goes that final roach there. Vikings now moving out, a single Overlord venturing a little bit too far. Tarson, however, 3 very low hit point Vikings, 1 chain attack, or 3 chain attacks from a Mutalisk will be able to take it down. LiquidTLO down to a 375 army, so he does not have that much. Only has, what, 3 Mutalisks and also 2 Queens to fend off this attack. These Vikings now coming into ground mode, able to take down a couple of these Queens. Need to be careful, gonna lose this, and Tarson says, well played. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed this replay, this 1v1 matchup here from Steps of War. And I hope to give you a little bit more insight into the most recent patch. Patch 11 was recently released, and I'll give you my impressions once I start playing.